If your mother truly loved you, she would have given your father 100% access to you. 50% joint physical custody. If she really loved you. But because you were the prize and the weapon, your mother used you to fuck around with your father. It was her way of creating a power play. Kids are the prize and the weapon. So boys grow up seeing a string of men going in and out of their house that mom's been dating. The father has been put down year after year after year, so by the time a boy is 18 years old, he doesn't think much of his dad because of his mom. It's sick. It's very sick. I've heard some people say that boys need to forgive their mothers, and that's the beginning of their growth. And I truly do believe that, because most of you young men who have grown up without a full-time father, you secretly know what divine order is. You know you're supposed to have a father. And I don't care if he's a drunk, I don't care if he's a druggie, I don't care if he's a complete asshole, he's your father. But your mother put him down. Now, he might have been a deadbeat, but I guarantee you that your mother had something to do with that. He might have been absent, but I guarantee you your mother had something to do with that. Your mother is not this innocent little angel. Let's get real. Someone has to tell the truth. It might as well be me. Your father is not an accessory. That is why you feel weak. That is why you have no idea what it is to be masculine, what it is to be a man. Have zero idea. It's because of what your mother did. Now, you will never move on in your life until you forgive your mother for what she did to you. You don't even know up from down, right from wrong, because of your mother. Your mother fucked you up. Someone has to tell you the truth. It might as well be me. And I'm talking about the modern mothers in the past 20 years or so. Maybe 30 years. Your mom's not an innocent little angel. I'm not saying your dad is either. But you got to realize that because of the way the court system is in the United States, your mother used you as a weapon. She kept you from your father. So what if your dad could only afford to take you out for ice cream? Couldn't take you on vacations? So what? He's your father. But you believed all the BS from your mother. You don't know any better. Someone's got to tell you the truth. It might as well be me. You don't know what it is to be a man. You don't know what it is to be masculine. You are your mom's protector. She married you. You are the man of the house. It's a shame. Someone has to tell you the truth. It might as well be me. You don't know how to be a man or how to be a father because you never had a man in your life. Mom's boyfriend is not your father. Do you hear me? Mom's boyfriend or boyfriends are not your father. Someone has to tell you the truth. Go ahead. It might as well be me. But they were good men. Believe me, those men believed the bullshit that your mother told them. Your mother told them that your dad was abusive, or that he drank too much, or that he was violent. All the bullshit that are trigger words when people break up and divorce. She used you. You were the weapon, and you were the prize in that marriage. She withheld you from your father to punish your father. Men don't even scheme like that. That kind of crap doesn't even come to a man's head. Your father probably tried, and he gave up because everything was stacked against him. And he basically said, fuck it. That's what's going on. Someone has to tell you the truth. It might as well be me. Forgive your mother. She did some evil shit. Very evil shit. And it messed you up, didn't it? And it's going to take you practically your entire adult life to feel sane and clear and reasonable. You heard bad shit about your dad, didn't you? Of course you did. Of course you did. And if anything in you reminded her of your father, she started resenting you for it. If you sneezed the same way your father sneezes, if you rub your eyes the same way your father rubs his eyes, if you cross your legs and sit the same way your father does, your mother knows that. She recognizes it, and she hates that part of you because it's genetic. And anything that reminds her of your father, she despises, and she has punished in you. Your dad loves you. He cares about you. But with the way the system is, it was stacked against him. Someday you might see that. Someday, maybe you won't. I don't know. And you'll be pissy about your dad for the rest of your life. Talking to the young men. You're going to be a horrible boyfriend. You will be a horrible husband. You're going to be a horrible father unless you forgive your mother for the shit that she piled into your head and you make things right with your father. Make things right with your dad. Don't let your mother and father's problems become your problem. But you did, didn't you? Someone has to tell you the truth. It might as well be me. So, my advice: forgive your mother. Stop being a pussy and reach out to your father. I don't care how dastardly you think he is. Reach out to your dad. Spend time with him. He thinks you hate him. He thinks you hate him the same way that your mother hates him. Someone has to tell you the truth. It might as well be me. You're going to be a shitty boyfriend. You're going to have no confidence in yourself. You might excel academically, but socially, you're going to be a loser. You can't bond with other men because you never had your dad in your life. And your mother's boyfriend is not your father. There's a huge difference. And she lied to that man about your father. I guarantee it. Ask any boyfriend. And you know what they say? Oh yeah, her husband was abusive. That's what she told the 8 guys that she slept with before she met you. Grown men, if you meet a woman and she says her ex was abusive, run in the other direction. She's a lying sack of manure. Someone's got to tell you the truth, and it might as well be me. Men rarely lie. Men bear the burden of failed relationships much harder than women do. Women, boom, just like a switch, just turn that old life off and turn a new one on. We'll start a brand new life with a new man like that. Men, it's like having a backpack that's 150 pounds and it's weighing you down. It affects everything you do. That's the way men are. And you're debating to not give a fuck and wanting to care. You're somewhere in the middle, and you vacillate between giving a shit and not giving a shit. So how do you make the best of it? Now I'm speaking to the men who are divorced. Take care of your own self. Take care of yourself. You may not have a relationship with your children until they are older. That's a fact. You will waste more fucking money in court than you can imagine. You will throw more money away at lawyers. Take my word for it. In court, the only people who win are the attorneys and the woman. The man always loses. 99% of the time. Someone's got to tell you the truth. It might as well be me. Work on yourself. Build your muscles. Get a good haircut. Get sleep. Take care of yourself. Eat well. Minimize or quit alcohol. No drugs whatsoever. None. Don't let your bedroom have a revolving door on it. You're hurting yourself every time that you bring in another woman in. Cultivate the art of coffee dates and just meeting a woman and having a nice time together. And don't take out your sexual frustration on a girl. Don't do it. On a woman, don't do it. Don't do it. Because you're hurting yourself. Someone has to tell you the truth. It might as well be me. Ladies, be good to your kids and promote their father. I know you don't want to do it. You're probably not even embarrassed for the things that you've called him. You're disgusting, and you know it. You use your sexual prowess and sexual currency to buy affection, to buy a place in a man's heart, and it's got nothing to do with heart or intellect. 10 years after the average divorce, a man has grown so much. A woman hasn't grown a single bit. Most women have made excuses after their divorces. They put their ex-husbands through a meat grinder. Part of that is withholding their children. Lady, you've done that. I know you have. Someone's got to tell the truth. It might as well be me. Ladies, divorced ladies, introduce your children to their father. I don't care how much of a loser you think he is. I don't care how much you've lied, because you're not going to confess to your kids that you lied to them about their dad. You've said he was abusive, and you knew how to hype that up, didn't you? You can be really friggin' evil, can't you? And that's a nice little edge you have in society and in court. Everyone believes you. A woman cries in court, let's take a recess, we'll come back in 20 minutes. A man cries in court, counsel, can you tell your client to control himself, please? Two different standards in court. Don't kid yourself. Someone has to tell you the truth. It might as well be me. Ladies, you need to repent of the evil that you have done to your children. You have damaged your kids. It's not the lack of fatherlessness as much it is the evil that you have practiced with your children. You've hurt your daughters. You've hurt your sons because of the bullshit that you perpetuated in their lives about their dad. You brought one man after another into the house. I know you have. Someone has to tell you the truth. It might as well be me. Hard words to hear for young men, for men, for women, daughters, young ladies who've had no father, who felt alienated. Do not seek out attention from men because of that vacuum in your life. There's no man's shoulders or arms that are going to comfort you like your own flesh and blood father telling you that he loves you and that he believes in you. But you've been alienated from him by your mother. No, it's not you go, girl. It's you forgive your father, girl. Someone has to tell you the truth. It might as well be me. You learned your sexuality from your mother. How to manipulate the world, how to manipulate men. How's that working for you? Someone has to tell you the truth. It might as well be me. For people who are starting over again, go easy on yourself. Don't create entire ideologies about the opposite sex, and I'm talking to men and women. Someone has to tell you the truth. It might as well be me. Don't jump on an ideology feminism, extreme red pillism. It's all bullshit. It's going to hurt you. It will not make you happy. I don't care how old you are. Someone has to tell you the truth. It might as well be me. Men, reach out to your children. Let them know on a regular basis you love them and that you believe in them. And I guarantee you, you will be the only one in their life that texts that to them. Simple, it's a text. I love you and I believe in you, Dad. That's powerful for a son of any age. It's powerful for a girl, for a daughter of any age. You withdrew from the fight, didn't you? You gave up, man. But good for you. I applaud you for that. She stayed in the ring with the boxing gloves on, looking like a stupid idiot fighting you. And she still fights you to this day, doesn't she? She wore you out. It didn't cost her a damn penny, did it? But it cost you everything. Take the gloves off, get out of the ring, no longer participate in the fight. You will always lose a fight where the referee is the Commonwealth, is the state, is the government. You will always lose that fight. Get out. For those that want to see their kids more, like I said, you might have made the wrong move by marrying that person, that woman. This time, next time around, use your head, not the bed. You're not going to be so quick, are you? Even though I know some of you are on your second and third marriage. Shame on you. Someone has to tell you the truth. It might as well be me. Take responsibility and ownership for the damage that you've done in your own life. And also how some of your reactions have created damage in your life and in your kids' lives. Children of divorced parents, your dad did the best he could. Your mother raked him over the coals. Your mother was evil because she knew she had the loaded gun in the nightstand that she could pull out at any moment. And it worked for her. For her, but not for you, because you grew up without a father. Mom's boyfriend is not your father. I don't care who he is. I don't care how reasonable he seems. If that son of a bitch did not reach out to your dad and say, let's meet for a beer or a cup of coffee, he's a prick. And you will know if they got together. Any man who dates a woman with children and doesn't eventually, or even marries that woman, if that man doesn't reach out to the biological father and say, hey, I'm in your kids' lives now, I suppose we should meet for coffee, because I want you to know who is now in the home that you used to live in. Most pussies won't do that because they believe everything that their new wife said about the former husband. That man is useless. Young men and young women of divorced parents, your mother lied to you. That man is not your father. He is a boyfriend. He's a boyfriend. He's trying hard, but he didn't try hard enough if he did not reach out to your father and make peace and build a bridge. It was his responsibility. You know why? Because your mother said, oh, don't meet with him. He's abusive. You won't like him. And because that boyfriend is a weak sack of shit, he believed everything because he knew he would end up sleeping on the couch or on the sofa or be in the doghouse if he questioned anything that she said. He's a weak piece of crap if he did not reach out to your father. Someone has to tell you the truth. It might as well be me. All that being said, young people who are from a divorced, broken home, you are broken. You are broken. And the only way that you're going to fix it, is if you forgive your mother for the lies that she told you about your father. 7 out of 10 of you come from a home where your mother initiated that divorce. Your mother is not sugar and spice and everything nice. She can't teach you how to be a man. She can't teach you how to be a woman. She lied to you. And your life, you will always flounder for the rest of your life until you forgive her for the evil that she injected into your life. It wasn't your father, as she reported. Your father isn't evil. He might have done some bad things, most likely not. Your mother lied to you. You need to forgive her. Reach out to your dad. Reach out to your dad. You gave a Father's Day card to your mom's boyfriend, didn't you? But you forgot your dad. Your mom's boyfriend is not your father and will never be. Just because he sleeps in the same bed with your mother doesn't mean he's your father. These are some hard words. If someone has to tell you the truth, it might as well be me. You want to fix your broken life? Fix your broken relationship with your father. Someone has to tell you the truth. It might as well be me.